Welcome back to Over 30s Gaming. As you guys can see here, one of the biggest questions we have in the verse is how insurance is going to work towards spaceships going in the future. It's a thing that's always been up for understanding what is LTI, what are these 120-month insurances, what are these 24-month insurances, what is it going to mean? During last Citizencon 2954, which was last year, 10 months ago or something like that, they actually came out and they described it. So I went back, and of course I watched this whole hour and 19 minutes, and of course this is only, I think, day one. But I went and I watched almost all of the last, like, 4, 5, 6 something Star Citizen videos. And I wanted to get right into it, and so you guys can hear straight from them how it's going to work, and then have a little discussion after that.
But for credits to actually matter, though, we need to have an economy where credits flow out as well as in. This means transactions such as repairing, refueling, and restocking need to have value. If everything is too cheap and the money coming into the economy is too great, we'll have massive inflation. And this is where taxes and insurance come in. Boo! We'll have two main taxes: inheritance tax as part of Death of a Spaceman, and security tax for your base that will cover the cost of planetary shield tech. Insurance, on the other hand, will be split between medical insurance, which covers your hospital imprints, and probably the most important one of all, ship insurance. Now, as we have Death of a Spaceman, we also need Death of a Spaceship. Losing your ship should be significant. Right now, for example, over 90% of all claims in the verse are for ships that have not been destroyed.
Now, when he's saying that, that's because a lot of people find out that right now it's easier because it costs so little to expedite a ship back to the station. I think the most I've ever paid is 15,000 UEC, which is like nothing. That most people will just backspace and reclaim a ship instead of going back to get it. Now, the one thing that we try to do in our org, though, is not to do that. In our organization, we are trying to prepare for 1.0, going through and actually going and reclaiming our ships, unless it's in an area that we don't know how to get back to. And that's a little bit of an issue currently with the ASD missions.
And this is where ship insurance and our new warranty mechanic comes in. First up, we'll have 3 tiers of insurance, with level 1 being chassis insurance, level 2, chassis and component insurance, and level 3, chassis, component, and decorations insurance.
Now, when this is coming in, I'm hoping how the LTI will be level 3 insurance because, you know, you've gotten these ships way in advance. You've paid the money you backed. I think the LTI should be level 3 insurance. We'll see if they get into that.
Now, insurance by itself will only pay out credits based on the wear and age of your ship. Insurance, I think you want to listen to this bit because it's important. Insurance with a warranty, though, will give you back a new ship, plus any other equipment or decorations based on the tier of insurance you had. Okay, so this is the bit you need to listen to. All ships bought on the pledge store will come with a permanent warranty and their appropriate insurance.
So from what he just said right there, all ships that you buy on the pledge store, you will always get a replacement ship if it blows up. Now, How is that going to correlate to getting it back? Like, is there going to be a time frame or something like that? We hope they go into it. But they need to come out with a clear distinction between warranty and LTI. Like, okay, you're saying warranty is going to be, how much we're going to get when we get our ship back. So is now LTI going to be considered a warranty? Or is LTI going to be insurance? Because as he said on insurance, there's 3 different levels where warranty is where you're going to get the whole ship back.
This means you will always get your ships back if they're attributed to your account. Other ships, on the other hand, will require a transferable warranty, and these are rare. You'll be able to earn transferable warranties in-game, such as by completing the main story, as an example, and apply them to any of the ships you own. But there will be a cooldown for transferring it between ships, so choose wisely. Now, what about claim timers? It's another fun topic. And getting your ship back without a claim. Well, we want claim timers to be proportional to the crafting timers. This means it's more beneficial for you to go back and get your original ship. For this, we're going to be introducing a shuttle ship, just like a courtesy car.
Now, they kind of do this in Elite Dangerous. I'm just bringing that up for retrospect. In Elite Dangerous, they actually have, like, you can pay for, like, a ship tow and have that towed to your current station. Now, I think that's how this is going to work, except it's going to be free, so you can go back to your actual ship and still utilize your ship. Now, what that also means, too, is usually currently in the verse, as long as you aren't claiming your ship, everything is still in there. So weapons on the weapons racks and so on. So we'll actually ship a shuttle ship to get back to your original ship will be even more beneficial, because when your ship blows up or you claim your ship, if you had anything in the cargo, you don't get that stuff back.
You'll be able to claim the shuttle at no extra cost to most locations and then fly it back to your original ship. Once back in your ship, the shuttle will automatically return home. If your ship has been legitimately lost, though, then you'll need to claim it back. And as we'll be increasing claim timers, this will mean some ships will take longer than others, with starter or small ships always being readily available, and larger capital-sized ships taking a long time. So it's always better to try and get your ship back if possible. Okay, so we've talked about our 2 core progressions, but what does that mean to you as a player? Well, firstly, it means we have a framework.
All right, so with that being said, we now have a little bit of a clearer understanding how the insurance is going to work, going forward anyways. But I think that they need to come out and actually state what the actual insurance in the store that we've already purchased is going to mean. Like, because nowhere did he answer what LTI meant, what the 12-month insurance is, 24-month or 120-month insurance brackets mean. Like, he didn't actually get into that. Basically, what he stated was, if you buy a ship from the pledge store, you will always have that ship available to you. It will take you time to get it back if it's totally lost due to crafting timers, because, once 1.0 comes out, we will be building our own ships. So I would say that the claim timer will probably be the amount of time it takes to build a ship to be able to get it back. So it will always be a benefit to get the ship back. However, I do solely believe they need to come back and they need to tell us what LTI is going to mean, what everything else is going to mean that we've already been attributed to our accounts. All right. Well, thanks for coming and watching this little snippet of the Star Citizen and explanation of what they last said for ship insurance. Still some questions to be had. How they're going to actually, implement what they've already actually given to people. What are they going to do with LTI and stuff like that? And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, especially about the insurance, what your ideas would better be, leave a comment. I would like to hear what you have to say. Please give a like and please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 500 subs. So yeah, thank you for coming and watching Over 30s Gaming, and don't forget, keep gaming, gamers.